So good. Okay. Okay. First of all, I'm going to go over your PGG so I can like see a bit what you play and these things. Okay. Vale. What do you play? If you don't play ADC, you tell me mid or
I most of the time I try to play ADC or mid lane. If I'm ADC, I normally play Chin, Lucian, or Ezreal. Ezreal normally.
Jhin. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Just okay. Here you play the custom game. Let's check the rankeds. These are the only important ones, to be honest. Lol, you don't play ranked, okay?
Uh, yes, I'm playing it sometimes on a Smurf from me, but there I see like I'm don't getting better or I'm not good enough at least to play it like on Platinum 1.
Well, first of all, ADCs are the mechanics you need to play good ADCs are quite a few, but I'm sure you can improve also like wave manipulation and these things without the need to improve your mechanics. The only important thing is your position on teamfights as mechanics. And if you play Jhin, well, yeah, and trading in lane and this stuff. Let me check what you play. Yeah, and if you want to improve, you should definitely play ranked. Because if you do play normal games, the the level there's such a high variance that you end up not learning anything or not as much. Of course, you learn something.
So I should just playing
You should,
ranked.
yes, and don't care about the elo too much. If you lose, it's fine. You you need like to every game end the game and think what you did wrong on the game and what can you improve on the game for future games. And just yes, don't it the elo doesn't matter at the end because if you like improve every game, even if you lose, you will end up like going higher.
Alright.
And another tip, yeah, first of all, it's good if you like write down some things I say, like notes or something.
Sure.
Okay. Not just now, but also when we review the games. Okay. Yeah, but now I'm trying like to talk a bit about the attitude you should have to improve because that's a really important part too. Do you tilt often or
Sometimes I do.
and
Most of the time, I'm like, I don't care even if I lose, but if I have like last game somebody who is feeding and crying all the time, I'm getting sometimes tilted.
yeah, okay, that's normal. But if you
Yeah.
don't like flame or go AFK or these things and you just focus on keep improving your gameplay, it's fine. Yes, another thing I would recommend is that when you play rank, you always choose like two roles because you should. ADC first and then the role you want, and in each role have a maximum of of 3 champs. Just play 3 champs on each roll. Like, don't play more champs. Because if you start like playing more than 3 champs, then you should not only learn the champs, but also, I mean, you should not only learn about the game, about playing ADC, but also like the champs itself, the combos and these things, and then it's harder. I don't know if you get what I'm saying, but yeah.
Yes, I know. But is there my 3 are champions not they aren't good as 3 main champs, or because Chin and Ezreal are working like the same, just poking? I think.
Jhin
So I
and Ezreal are fine for ranked. Why not?
don't know.
They are actually top 2 ADCs, maybe. Ezreal even top 1, between 1 and 2. Tier 1, tier 2. And Jhin tier 2, but they are fine. Well,
Right.
don't pick Jhin into Malphite Lysandra, but you know, then you have the Ezreal, so it's fine. Don't blind pick the Jhin, and if you have, for example, a comp where they don't have hard engage, you have like some protection, or even you have a team with 2 or 3 front lanes, then you can go Jhin for sure. It doesn't matter which champs you go. You could go Heimerdinger, Yorick, and Cho'Gath and get to Master. It doesn't really matter. It's just that you can play the champs. I've seen one one guy that only plays Heimerdinger with a smite, but yeah, that's another story. Okay, and then in mid, you told me the second role was going to be mid, or
Yes, mid lane or support.
support is better actually, but the problem with support is that if you put ADC support, you're going to get support like nearly all the time. So yeah, ADC and mid are, I couldn't recommend it because they are so different one from each other. Unless you play like Ezreal mid only, maybe, and then you can you can do that if you want. Or
AD
even
AP sound.
AD. You can go AP if you want, but not if you want to win the game.
Right.
Okay. There. Oh no. Okay, now let's go to replay GG. See which games you have there. Let's hope there are some games. Okay, one Lux, one Caitlyn. If even if it's normal games, do you play them like serious and
Um,
focused?
I tried most of the time just 10 game. I just try to test it out, Rage Blade and Hurricane composition. But normally I play serious.
Yeah, okay, just to know if they are worth looking at it, you
Mm.
know. But yeah, and trying out the build doesn't mean that you can like play focused. It's fine. So if you said Jean Ethereal and the third one,
Yes.
the third one it was
Lucian.
Lucian. Okay, always Lucian.
Wow, his passive is really strong.
Yeah, Lucian is the best ADC right now. But Caitlyn and Tristana are going to get more played if the meta tank keeps going. But yeah. Okay, so then we can go first with the Ezreal game that you lost. Okay, I'm going to share my screen. Sometimes it might lag, so if it happens, just tell me. Wait a second. I don't know if I can do that now. Yes, I'm opening the game. Okay, I think I forgot is about runes and masteries. How do you make them?
Normally I look like champion.gg or proboys.net and
Okay.
look like how the pros play it and take it there, but normally I just have my runes now and just take them.
Yeah, pro builds is better, but you also need like to not only look at one game, one pro, but you look at 3 or 4 and then you do like a mix that you think it's going to work for you. Because you also need to understand that maybe some runes that are optimal in high elo are not in your elo, and there are other runes that are better, you know,
Yes.
taking in account your game mechanics and the enemy's mechanics.
Is it useful to look all player who are not mainly ADC? Just like if I look like now for Chin, there are just diamond procs as example, and he is a jungler. Should I just look at his runes too, or just main ADC
Better if
gem?
they are main ADCs, of course. Yes. Okay. I think. Okay. I think I got it. Now I'm going to share my screen. I'm trying a new thing with you. Oops, we went too far ahead. Do you see it now?
Yes.
Okay, do you see or not? Ah, do you
Uh,
don't see it? Do you? Wait a
I
second.
see.
Ah, you see it.
Now I see the
You see the
yellow.
yellow things.
Yes.
Okay, good. Yeah, I didn't have until you, Epic Pen, but I'm going to do it. It's nice. So you are right side. Okay. The first thing that I recommend you playing as ADC, even before the game starts, is that you ask the jungler to do the Gromp with your support. Okay?
Yes.
The Gromp
Uh,
or the Crocs? Yeah, tell me.
with every ADC and support, or just with one, who I can say I can do it fast.
No, both. Should do it like together, ADC and support.
No, I mean to do it with every bot lane, or
Ah, okay.
not with every.
Not with every bot lane. If your support is squishy and you don't have like, and you have Jhin, for example, Ezreal and Lucian can do it, but Jhin, you need more time. You could do it too, but you need more time because of the reload thing. So with Ezreal and Lucian, it's better if you do it. But with Jhin, you can avoid doing it, or you can even do it if your support has like damage and is tanky enough. Braum is the best support to do it, or Alistar. And then if you have like Zyra or a support without a squishy and without heals, for example with Soraka you can do it too, and because you can heal up, so it's fine. But with a squishy support without heals and you have Jhin, then don't do it because you will end up dying before reaching level 2. Okay? And it's just for the XP. You can like, when you get level 2, if your support you see that he comes with you to zone the enemy, you do it. But if you can't because your support says, wait, who's your support? Malzahar. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, if your support like stays behind, then stay behind. If you have Ezreal, you can like try to poke with your Q and these things, but don't go too deep, like 1v2, because even if you're level 2 and they are level 1, it's 1v2.
Should be the XP shared with the support too, or just...
XP shared, yes.
Okay.
So you both reach level 2 at the same point. Okay, let's go then. I have my Smurf on, for example, if you play like Dynamic Q, I don't know if you have friends to play with, but I play with my Smurf on gold with someone that he's jungler and he smites for me the Grom, and we do it so fast. And then I win the bot lane just from that. So yes, it's like, it's a thing that it's PvE, so there's not gonna be surprises and it's very effective. Okay. Okay, let's pause it again. Next thing you need to think about is the... Wait, where's the support? Okay.
That's the
AFK.
Yes.
Okay, okay. Next thing we need to think about is before in champion select, in the loading screen, you need like to think about the matchup. Okay. For example, you go against Jinx who has no mobility, but you have a Malza support with no CC, only a silence, and they have a Bard who's more powerful in lane. And level 1 you're not going to win unless you like hit a lot of Qs. So you need like to think Jinx has no, in this case for example, Jinx has no mobility, so if she pushes the lane, she's and the jungler comes, she is dead probably because she only have flash. But if she pushes also too hard and the jungler doesn't come, they take the tower. So you need like to try to keep the wave around here.
I know where you did it, but I can't see the yellows. The mark. I think you did it.
Okay.
I mean, I know where you mean because I saw your mouse.
Yes, but let me, maybe it's this the problem. Okay. Wait a second. No, it's not this. It's weird. Well, it doesn't matter if not. Do you see it now? No.
No.
But I'll do it then as I do it always. You just like in this zone, okay? But you see my mouse?
Yes.
Okay. So you want the wave to stay like here. Because then you are safe also to not getting ganked. Because they have a Rengar. Well, until level 6 it shouldn't be a problem. But yes, your Malzahar has no mobility, so if he ganks, you can't be in problems. And if the wave stay here also, you can like, if there's a fight or something, you can like chase them down easily. And if they are winning you, you can hook to your tower and there's no problem. Because if you try to like outpush the Jinx, you're going to waste all your mana on pushing the wave with Ezreal. And then you can't trade effectively against the Jinx. Okay?
Yes.
With Ezreal, the thing you want is like to only scale, farm safe, and the best way to do it is if the wave is here. If they have... You could push if they... and keep the wave like here, so you can like stay at this part with a ward here, for example. So you can see if the wave is here and you put a ward here, you are completely safe also. and then you can like poke them from here or here with your Q from the side, okay? And zone them. That's when you have like the advantage. In this case, you have it because she's only one, so you could like do it instead of just. Yeah, usually when you have the advantage, you just push the wave. Am I right?
Yes. I'm
Yes.
also try to zone the enemies there. I just poked at the beginning, I think, and
Yes.
didn't really zone them.
Focus. Yeah. Yeah. What you should do when you are winning actually is freezing when you can. You know what freezing means?
Yes.
Okay. And the more you freeze, the more advantage you will get. And if they have an ADC without any escape, then there's more reason to freeze, because if your jungler comes, it doesn't matter if Jinx has flash, if she's like here. Okay?
Yes.
Okay, let's go. Let's see the 2v1. It's gonna be hard. Okay, so now you push, for example. Okay, that's good. But that's because she missed position. Okay, sorry. I need to put manual cover. So instead of hitting the minions, you stay here without hitting the minions, and you only last hit the minions, okay? And when Jinx comes, you Q Jinx. And you don't push the wave, you let the wave stay here. And just kill the minion, oh, is it said? As last as you can. As last? No, as late as you can.
There I pushed because I thought if I push the mini-wave in, she has problems to last it below the tower because I can poke her.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
that's
know. This is,
that's good ADCs won't have that many problems farming under the tower. And Jinx has like no problem farming under the tower. So that will work you until Platinum maybe. Maybe a bit more, but not in Diamond. And Jinx has so easy to farm. This Jinx is bad, but Jinx has so easy farm. Well, he's bad, I don't know, but he's 2v1, and that's already a reason to tilt a bit. Now, for example, if you're like here, you need like to put a ward. Like here would be nice, because Rengar can come from the river. So here it's nice. Or in the tree bush, in the dry bush. And you say that you push to poke Jinx, but if the wave is here, you can also poke Jinx and not only poke, because when you poke he goes B and okay, that's it. He's not dead. She's not dead. Well, a good player would be and that's it. But if you like stay the wave here, you can poke the same way if you stay like here. And then when she's low you can like go all in and kill him. Okay. If you have questions, just tell me.
sure.
Or
there
yes, tell me.
Is there any reason? I mean, now I pushed because she was base, but is there any other reason I should push the wave in? If she is on lane like, or just every time freeze?
No, if you have like the push advantage and if he's a champ like Jhin for example, then pushing is not a bad idea. If you have the pressure and you know that the enemy jungler won't gank. For example, in this case, it's a Rengar, so he probably won't gank until minute 6 when he's getting level 6. And against a Jhin, yes, you can do it, but against Jinx, it's better the other way. You always have to look at the matchup, at the jungler, and also you have to take into account that maybe this doesn't happen yet in normal games, but if they ward like here and you push the top lane TPs and you're dead. Or if you're not dead, you should waste all your summoners. It's a waste because you didn't really need to waste them at this time. Well, that's why always it said they wasted summoners and not spent them. You see here, if they come to your minions, you poke them.
Yeah.
It's the same as the under tower. And yeah, and she has the push potential. It's just that she was 2v1. Another thing I don't know if recommend, but you can fight if you need to always check the minions before fighting, because they deal like a lot of damage, and you try to fight them in their minions. If your super goes suicide mode, then let him suicide, but don't die too, or don't lose all your HP, because now you are losing all the pressure you have on the lane. Now you have no pressure on the lane. Because with this HP, what are you going to do? And they have sustain. You also have to take into account that they have, it's not that much, but it's sustain at the end of the day. And you have like no sustain. Whoa, when did you be? I lost it, okay. Okay, yeah, when Jinx backed, okay, you pushed and then you came back. Yes, I was talking about the other things and... You see, right now you should like try to poke Bard. Even if it's the support, it's fine. You can like poke him a lot better. He's like asking for it.
I should every time poke anyone as a support or ADC, right?
Yes. Even sometimes it's better poking the support, because usually the people now you can attack Jinx. He's in your minions. You could have like before you attack her on her minions, and now you don't attack. Let's see it again. Enough, let's grab it. Okay, it's now I think. You see now he's attacking, and look all your minions. You can like come here, even if you Jinx here, she has to waste health, heal or flash, and she's probably almost dead. Okay. You like have to see this, because in theory your E prioritizes champions. I say in theory because I've read that in the wiki and everything, but then when I try it in game, sometimes it doesn't. But it should. Now you have like mana advantage, you have to use your Qs more often. And when you have like the tier, you should like spam your Q. So you charge your Muramana so fast. Lol. So you see now the wave was here, the jungler ganked, Jinx dead. And yes, you should like spam your Q to charge the Muramana faster, because then the Muramana doesn't deal more damage if it's like if you stack it. I mean, it does the same damage once it's stacked. So it's better if you stack it earlier, because then the enemies won't have that many items and it will be more significant. So all this mana you had left, you should spam it and just and just use it to charge the tier.
Alright.
Did I lag or something?
No.
Okay. Or you didn't understand what I said, or?
No, I understand it. Sure.
Okay.
But the thing is, if I would have stayed there to just poke my mana
No,
out,
no, no, there was good be going back, but I mean like earlier, once
oh,
while you were in lane, you could like use your Q more often. For example, now that you're coming to lane, you should like use your E and your Q.
yes.
Okay. It seems that it doesn't really matter what it does. It's like maybe then you do it 3 minutes earlier, and that's a lot. Because if a fight breaks down in these minutes, in these 3 minutes, it changes a lot if you have more mana or if you don't.
I try with Ezreal just to push my to spam my Q because the E I think I just should have it up every time if I get ganked or so I don't
No, no, no.
manage it.
Your E only when you are going to the lane,
Oh,
not in lane. Yes, yes, of course. On lane only Q. I mean your E when you are coming to the lane.
hmm.
Okay. Yeah, you shouldn't spam E when you are in lane, of course,
Yeah.
because if you get ganked or something. I meant yes. Now she's coming. Just T in his face and then WQ. Malzahar has no ult. Okay. You win actually that trade right now. If they go for an all-in, you win. The only way they can win is if they poke you down. If Malzahar has ult, of course. So easy. Yeah, you see? Ah, okay, that is coming. No, kill him.
I must say there I was a bit confused because it looked like this E does damage with his ultimate. It doesn't, but there I was really confused about the damage. I just thought he would have hit his ultimate, but he hit his E2.
Yes. All these ads that are a bit good, if they hit you with your ultimate, they will like instant E,
Uh,
and you will eat it no matter what. Let's see here some top lane fight. I'm going to go speed per 2. Yeah, we are not going to look like a little more for it. I think at this time when Zed is here, you should like, if you don't have your E up to go out of out of vision from the Z, you should like just surrender because you wasted your flash here for nothing.
alright.
And maybe in another situation you can like use it better. You just surrender doesn't mean that you stay quiet and you do nothing. You
Yeah,
try to hit Z as much as you can. I don't know why this part is coming into you. Now you should like freeze here again, for example. You can like freeze here because the support is dead and Jinx can't do anything. Look, she's clever and tries to go for a camp, but there's no camp to do. She goes for a walk. Yeah, well, there's no tower now, but even if there's the tower there, it's fine. At this point of the game, I think that you should like try to tell Mals just go roam
alright.
because you don't really need him anymore. You can like 1v2. Maybe not kill them, but hold the lane 1v2, so it's fine.
I think I pushed there because Drake and we wanted to
Yes, yes.
pressure plan some.
I didn't saw that the tower wasn't there, but if there's no tower, like pushing and then roaming, it's super good because then you create the pressure here and you can like force a fight 4v5 on another place or something. So yes, that's a thing you can do. If you like, if your wave is here, for example, and a new wave, there are no waves and any allied or enemies fighting. So no wave is fighting. The enemy wave is here, your wave is here, and you come and push the enemy wave before they start fighting with your wave, then you should like look at the time. That's like a strategy you can do. Look at the time, okay, and there's no tower, no enemy tower. And I think there's also no friendly tower, okay?
Yes.
So you should look at the time and then count 2 minutes 30 seconds because that will be the time that it will cost the waves to go to their towers and go back to you. And then you can farm like a massive wave here. Because here it will be a slow push from the enemy team, well, from the waves
Mhm.
to you. And then you will have like this gold income and this 2 minutes 30 where you can like roam and try to make a team fight happen. For example, if you see like Jinx is coming here to farm this, you try to make a team fight happen or poke down the enemy mid tower. Just try to get something out of it. Okay?
Yes.
And even if you don't get anything out of it, after this 2 minutes 30, when you get the wave and the gold, you you will get a gold advantage probably because there will be probably minions lost from the tower. Uh, I I'm not sure if this tower is up or not. Just next time, just check it. I think this tower is not up, but I'm not 100% sure. Okay,
Yes.
but I know it's 2 minutes 30. Yeah, that's a thing you can try maybe in one of your games if you like are stomping your lane. You can do it. I think this tower is up. Okay. Okay, I think yeah, this game is. I want to focus more on the like early phases of the game because I think that at Platinum 1 the decision making later it doesn't really matter that much, and what it matters to it's the like the laning phase, knowing what to do from there. If you like take the tower fast because you killed them or something, and then you like you can even ask your top laner to switch, but it's better if you like push the wave and then go mid and try to poke down the enemy mid tower. And just if you get like the 3 first towers and the enemy doesn't get a single tower, the game is almost always going to be a win. Unless
Right.
unless you like let them scale and they have a better comp late. But with Ezreal is really good later on. Last thing, it's I just want to see a team fight to see how you do it. Do you remember when a team fight happened,
Uh,
or there weren't any team fights?
I think later, but I think it wasn't never 5 persons. It's like the Fizz was always splitted and
Yes,
the
yes,
Heimerdinger
okay,
split pushing. So
okay. Yeah, then just in the team fight, you should like try to stay away and just poke down with your Q and nothing more. You should with Ezreal, with Jhin it's going to be the same. You should like try to stay away from the fight itself and just poke down with the Qs when you can, and if someone comes on you, then you kill them. Like I say sometimes it's like the zombie game. you imagine that everyone in the enemy team is a zombie. That's not only for Ezreal, but all the ADCs. And you just kill, all the zombies will kill you. So you need to kill the zombie that it's closer to you.
Yes.
And if two zombies are equally close, then you choose the weaker one, which probably will deal more damage. Yes, the AP carries or if you have like a tank and the AD carry or the AP carry, of course you attack the carry. But if there's only the tank here and the AP carries are here, you don't like ignore the tank and go for them. You kill the tank first and then you go for the carries.
Mm.
Because if you go like try to kill them, the tanks will usually have some sort of CC. Yes, I don't know if you do that or not, but
Normally I do, but sometimes I don't. This game not. I buy less whisper like the fourth item and do like zero damage to the tanks.
you
I
need like
don't.
to what build you get on Ezreal after Iceborne Gauntlet and bueno, Manamune
Uh,
Muramana.
Blade of the Rune King normally, and then Last Whisper.
Yes, okay. What you should do. Well, you should like look at the enemy team, and if they have more HP than armor, you should look at the items. Then you get Blade of the Wind King. But if they have like only armor and no and not HP items, then you go Lord Dominic's first. Okay.
Yes.
If you get QSS, that's fine. That's nice. Not fine. I like ADCs that get QSS.
Yes. This patch you can take it against that. Next patch you can't.
Yes, next patch we will see who gets QSS.
I don't think it's gonna be any more viable.
Okay, I'm going to let's look into another game now. And yes, if which game you wanna look? Here, where are you? Okay, on the other page. Here we have Tristana or Caitlyn
You could take the
Or Ashe.
Slash game. I can't even remember. You can look also Slash game.
Or Tristana or Caitlyn.
So Tristana game was really bad. The Caitlyn game, I don't know. There was like we won it.
Yes, I
This
usually like
is
to lose. Well, it doesn't really matter because it's just the early game, but usually lost games are better to review because there are more mistakes. Not always, but
you,
usually.
you can take the Ash games. This was like I
Okay.
didn't knew what I could do there because the Shaco was killing me with 2 hits and I don't know. This was like an awful game. There were, I think, a lot of mistakes from me.
Okay. Do you see it now? The yellow thing?
Wait. No.
No?
No.
Okay, why not? That's weird. Okay, wait a second. Okay. Let's go. Well, it doesn't matter. I'll do it like... I don't know why. I'll try to close it and open it again.
Not sure.
And now?
No.
never mind. I'll look into it later. It's fine.
Maybe it's in the background. I would think it.
Yeah, but no, I don't think it's that because I. Yeah, maybe it's that. Oh, sorry. Wait a second. I'll try to. I'll make another thing. Ah, okay. I have. Now you see it?
No.
Okay, forgot
I,
it.
I saw your mouse, but not the.
Never mind.
Uh, Another question. I think I miss a lot of minions. I don't know how to improve. I mean, I'm not really interested, I must say, to just go custom games trying to learn it. Is there any other how to improve with it?
No. Custom games are the best way. I have like a YouTube channel, and I made a video for one of my students that we played a custom game together and farmed. And maybe in the video you can find like one or two advices that can help you. But the advice that helps you more is
Just practice.
yes.
Okay.
I'll link it to you, just the video in Skype. The video is dedicated to the students, so maybe it's not like dedicated to everyone, but maybe there are one or two things that you can learn from it, even though it's with Vayne, but maybe some things are still worth.
Mm.
Yeah, as you see with Ash, that thing that you do of zoning the enemy, here you are doing like super good. You could like not hit the minions unless it's last hitting them, but zoning them it's good how you do it, and you could done the same with Ezreal. With Ash is easier, of course, but with Ezreal it's the same idea. You can like now stay here. You have like to with Ash. Well, I don't know if you're interested in playing Ash. I think no, but with Ezreal it helps to like try to be, for example, on positions where the enemy minions are not in front of them. So for example here, instead of here, it's better if you are here because you have like this space
Mm.
and there's more space to shot them as the only this space.
Mm.
Okay,
Yes.
so you should like try to swap, and if you like check the enemy's pattern, you will see that they will swap too if they are good enough, and if they are not, then good for you.
Yes.
Here, for example, you should also put a word. Well, you have Rengar, okay, but putting a word like here against Shaco is so useful. And if you can get a word like here, it's then super good. Okay, I then saw what happened. Let's check it again. Okay, here you. Okay, good. Here you could actually like hit Lucian a bit too, but it's fine if you just try to kill Taric. That was fine. Yeah. Yeah, just if you could like just hit Lucian there. You're missing like pressure. Here you
Alright.
can like, no, instead of the minion just hit Lucian because you can farm the minion with your W. In this case, you had it up. So you just auto Lucian and W, and then you farm the minion and you poke Lucian too.
Alright.
Poking against Lucian with, I don't know which master is going. Let's probably Fervor. But yeah, poking against Lucian Taric it's good, but it's hard. Let's say. Okay, now they wasted summoners and you wasted no summoners. So now, at this moment, you need to know that they've wasted heal and both Taric summoners. Okay, so now you have the advantage if a fight breaks out. So now you want to freeze the lane because you have an advantage. If you just push the lane, Lucian is not going to miss as much CS as if you freeze the lane. Maybe if you push, he loses 1 CS for every 6, and maybe you can miss like 1 2 because you are not perfect last hitting. But if you freeze, you may miss 2, but he loses like 5 or 4. Okay, so it's not also like you need to farm everything, but you need to farm more than the enemy. It's more important than farming everything. It doesn't matter if you have 100 CS at minute 40 if your enemy has 10.
Yes.
You see now Thresh fuck it up. He wasted his flash for no reason. When like you had the upper hand. And if you freeze, they will come to you. So opportunities to hook, no, to hook will show up. So you don't need to worry. And now you can really poke them with autos under the tower. So now they are safe to farm. It's Illusion with his passive. He's not gonna have that much trouble. And he has a Taric too. So you see, he lost 2. And while you were pushing, I saw you lost at least 3 or 4. I don't know. Now you, for example, you put this word, but there's no sense in putting. Ah, okay. It's Echo Jungler. I said nothing. Yeah. If, for example, you see that the enemy jungler is it top or mid, you don't put the word. You save it for later. Okay?
Alright.
Okay, that was good. But imagine if you freeze, you can like be here. Echo can do nothing. If you push, Echo could show up from this wall and fuck you up. Or Shaco could roam like through your jungle. When you have the advantage, pushing is the advantage that you get pushing is that yes, you get the pressure for the lane, but if your other lanes doesn't have the pressure, then the enemies will just roam to your lane or TP to your lane and you will lose all the advantage that you have. So pushing and getting the tower, it's usually recommended after level 7, I think. Because I think minute 7, sorry. Because minute 7, okay, that's what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Minute 7 is when the towers lose the passive that you hit less to the tower. I think there's the passive. Let me check. Here doesn't show up. That's a pity. But I think it's minute 7 when you hit like normal damage to the towers. Pre-minute 7 you did less damage. So trying to push and getting the tower pre-minute 7 if the lanes are like 2v2, not swap lanes or something weird, it's not worth. Because you risk yourself of getting killed and you won't probably get the tower. And if you kill them, you can get the tower anyway, like or damage to the tower. Also, the big advantage of freezing is that when they freeze, there will be a moment where the minions will go to your tower or will go to their tower. But in both cases, you like keep last hitting the last minion as later as you can, and your minions will start to grow up and you will have like a larger minion wave, a big minion wave. So even if you are here, then sometimes before putting the ward, you will have so many minions that it will count as much as a person or even more the champion, the damage that they have. So you will be relatively safe. Okay? For example, now these minions deal more damage than you probably in one rotation. Let's see it. You have 122 AD and you already have BF. Each minion 28 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 per 28. Let's make it 30 because I'm lazy.
Yes, it's more damage.
180. Yeah. And also these minions 14. So yes, these minions deal around 200 damage in one rotation and you deal 122. So one rotation from the minions is more than one of your autos. Okay, so it's like a champion you have here. They have no skills, but they have only basic attacks, but they deal damage. So yes, that's why you should like push super slow at early levels. And yes, then if for example you're winning and your jungler is winning, and you see that, and you always see where the enemy jungler is, or the enemy jungler is so weak, then yes, pushing is worth because you take the tower, you create the pressure on the lane, and you can like then rotate to other lanes and extend the advantage that you have on the lane to other lanes. But that's more doing that pre-7. You can only do that if like you know your jungler, your pre-mate, and you know that he's going to invade, or you have like deep wards here and here, so you can like farm safe. If you, for example, are here and you now take this minion, you could even like go down here if you plan on keeping pushing, and you have like 2 trinkets, and you should ward here, okay?
Yes.
And then you can, well, putting this ward is enough because if you go here, you will lose too many times. But with Ash, you can, if you like also push your lane, you can like go to try to go mid and make a play there with your arrow. Or with Jhin, you can do also that. Or Ezreal, well, any ADC, you can like take the... Okay, we check that. Okay, now you're pushed again, and you're dead again. And Thresh says goodbye.
Yes.
Okay. He uses his lantern always to mitigate damage. That's super bad when you are that exposed with an Ashe. Okay, and now he says free kill for you boys. Okay, so yeah, that's mostly everything about the early game. We can keep looking if you want, like one team fight. Okay, so now you got the tower and you, instead of staying here, you should like, well, not mid. At this point, you should tell your top lane to go bot. It's an Asus, so he can like farm safe here. If they take the tower, it doesn't matter. But if you go top, swap, then you fuck up Shogath, your Nasus can keep farming a bit, it's no worries. And you take the tower, and then you can start snowballing the game because they will only have maximum this tower. And you have all the 3 tier 1 towers, and you can start going for the tier 2.
I we didn't ask him to go bot lane, but I don't think he wanted because Shogat had CC Rod and this are 3 stacks for him. I'm not really
Yes, that's
sure.
true, but yes, but well, I don't know. That's a point, but you should tell him if like one stack every 4 seconds, it's worth like the game. it doesn't really matter. And if she goes bot, probably Shogat will swap to later, so it's fine. Yeah, she's not taking the. Why is she taking the Zeta Zeta if she says free farm? There's no reason. Now she's freezing and she could be taking like free stacks from this. But okay. Doesn't matter. Do you have any questions or anything that you would like to review back again or
Uh,
because I think we already did how many times we did? I don't know.
no.
Yeah, 1 hour, but yes. But
Mm,
if you wanna like ask anything you want or like I don't know.
no, I don't have any questions at the moment.
Okay. Well, if something showed up, if it's like a small question, you can ask me in the client.
Alright.
Yeah, I hope you. Well, I think it's over because we went over 2 games. I think didn't forget anything about the basic of wave control and lane management.
Mm.
Well, yes, get ping words. Don't forget, like I did. Always in your first back, get a ping word if you can, and always in the game get a ping word if you can, because or you can just get like on in the first back and place it defensively, so it doesn't get destroyed, but it gives you like some security, some vision. Okay, they are so important and they are only 75 volt, so it's worth. And if you are winning, then yes, get more ping words. If you are winning, you can like get ping word every time you back because the and replace it or place it deeper into their jungle. Yes, and if you have like a champion like Ashe or Jhin, you should try to make plays with your ultimates. Well, make plays. Try to catch people and get a kill and then an objective.
Yes, that's the thing. I think all the time I shouldn't use my ultimate just like Ash. There, I did it one time to across the map to help my team because I think I could need it, like in the next 10 seconds if I anywhere, because it's just the damage I'm missing. Good. Well,
Yes,
Ash, I
and a
can't.
stun.
I don't know. Is it a good attitude or yeah, or
No, I don't.
more?
I don't think you should use it like cross map unless you know you will not need it in the next minute or 2 minutes even. I don't know which build you go, but yeah, in the next 2 minutes, 1 minute and a half approximately.
All right.
So if you are like freezing alone, you usually once the laning phase is over, you don't want to freeze because you are losing too much pressure to your team. So yes, but if you're I don't know if you are like farming safe and then you say okay, I'm going to farm this wave, then I'm going to recall and we're going to like I don't know farm a bit more because there's nothing on the map, then you can use it. You you can use it if you lose nothing if you don't hit it. And there's a chance of winning something if you hit it. But
All right.
not like every time.
All right.
Or not like throwing the arrow in mid. Well, you can if you want to throw the arrow in mid, it's recommended that you like do it from either from the base or don't do it. Or if you're like closer and you're here.
All right.
Yes. Okay. Well, uh, yes, if you don't have more questions, then
Which
it's over. I'm sorry.
no problem.
I hope you like it and you got the things I told you.
Yes.
and you like improve yourself.
Well, I want to get better.
Yes, you should like if you play like 2 rankeds per day and you only play 3 champs, even without any advice from nobody, you will improve. But yes, the other thing you can do to improve much faster is like reviewing your games. And if you can do it alone, then yes, a coach can help you more. That's for sure.
Alright.
Well, it
Well,
seems like I'm advertising myself, but yes,
no,
it's
no, no. I can understand it because I want to improve in ranked and don't play ranked. It's kind of
yes,
strange.
yes. But yeah, two
Probably.
games a game, it's like the minimum. So if you play like 2 games a day, you should like play these 2 games like super efficient, like focusing on everything, thinking about every move you make. I know it's hard to think when you play, but because it's like a new concept, thinking when playing, but you should do it if you want to improve. Because if not, you will reach a point where your mechanics will not be good enough to carry you to a higher elo. And there's a point where every player reaches this point, and usually it's Diamond 5 in a lot of players, where you need to learn to start thinking about things. So yes.
I will do it. I'm also think I just play more ranked now and take another lesson to
Yes,
get.
yes, of course.
It's like to see more like what's the actual problem at ranked
Okay.
because the normal you can say some mistakes, but
Yes,
the
but I don't
enemies.
want to see mid game in normal games because it's going to be messy, probably. Well, not probably, for sure. Because yeah, there's such a high variance in levels. You could lane against a silver, and then in the top lane there's a master player,
Yes.
and that's not good to learn the game. Okay, so then I'm going off now too. If then you want like to review me, you will help me. Just even if it's not good, it's fine. You just tell the truth.
No, I liked it because you took a lot of explained me a lot of mistakes, and that's in a normal game. I mean, like you say, it's could be silver and master. It's the same game, and it's really hard to say there are some mistakes. I liked the session, so that's why I think about another one.
Yes. Yes, you should now like fix these things, not like just know it and think when you play. Yes, that's the most important thing. Thinking. Too much think in one phrase. But yes, in one sentence. Okay, so now yeah, I need to go because I have like another lesson.
All right,
It was also a pleasure to meet you, and well, we'll keep on touch.
sure.
See you.
See you.